Well, we open up things here at Megiddo with what may be the last turn. The Egyptians won the initiative. They played to move their chariots forward here. They did this as part of a rally action, though, which meant they got to rally some of these forces back with the pharaoh. As long as they don't engage, it's fine. They can do that combination. Now, then they got the next draw with Chariot Group 1. They pushed this forward, trying to shoot up this one unit down here. Now, they took the worst by far. I think they caused 1 damage and took like 3, maybe 4 with a chariot overturning, trying to get there. So that didn't work out too well. And then the infantry went, and you can see I charged and knocked one chariot back into the routed pile here. But I couldn't do a forward charge with everyone because it would have given him another chance to withdraw. It's one of the weird things about the system, Great Battles of History across the board, is if you do an across-the-board attack, it's not going to be sneaky, right? So you have much more opportunity to withdraw before that if several units are coming in. But if just one unit slides in like this did and hits, so not even really from the flank, but hitting the flank of the line, it can actually do some damage. In this case, it broke a perfectly good chariot. We also knocked out and destroyed runner infantry, and that puts us in a position, well, if we get lucky or something, perhaps we'll be able to maul those routed units. This division up here can also handle them. And I think there's enough points there. It's real close with the round points. That's all I have to say. It's real close. I don't know what we have here. That would be about 10 more, right? That's not quite enough. These guys aren't routed, so it's not quite enough. Alright. Well, let's see what else comes. Well, something of a screw up by me is the Egyptians here. So, let's see what happened. The first fresh thing is this division moved up the infantry to engage the Kardashian or whatever infantry. And then we got what? Yeah, we got this cav wing, and actually what we got was King Ugarit here, but he has no more troops on the board, so I removed him back to the city. But then we got this other force here for the Megiddo forces, or Megiddo forces. And they swung around and attacked those routed units and took them out. Both of them, of course, destroyed, and that'll add to the points. Now, where my error was is I should have been trumping in with the Egyptians there. I don't know whether it would have worked or not. Chances were better than not, and that was something I didn't want to have happen. Oh well. Well, that looks like the end of the line here. The Pharaoh pulled his forces through, did some running shots going by, but basically trying to position himself somewhere out of danger for a little bit. He's got these extra chariots back here that he couldn't quite, that had to turn and kind of sneak their way through. Next, you got a momentum move and move this column through, shot up, add another unit to the big pile, and also, running by sort of that crossing the T type thing, ended up shooting up those guys. For the Canaanite, whatever, momentum chit, which was their final draw over here, they failed, and so we're moving into a new turn. Among other things, I can take care of the rallied marker. One thing I find with this one is it's a lot harder. I think I mentioned this before where I kind of lied. These bows are short bows. They only have a range of 2. But because of the chariots, it's a lot harder to find places where you can recover, where you can rally. And I probably cheated with all those rallies because there was too much near me that could have shot me. So actually this unit probably shouldn't be rallied either. This guy's out of range right now. But yeah, this guy's going to be able to recover his missiles. He's further than 3 away from any of those chariots. And likewise with this one. But it's tough to, it's much tougher to figure out what you can rally and what you can't. Over in SPQR land, everything's 2 hexes, and 2 hexes is easy to see. 3 hexes is going just a little beyond my ability. Alright, well, it's over. Not the entire game, but the initiative, which cannot be trumped, went over to the defenders. They swung by, managed to shoot this little guy, and that's enough points. 1, 2, 3. I'm at like -1 now. There's really no chance that this is going to change, but I'll play out the rest of this little turn just to see how the maneuvering goes and everything a little more. Well, there's really not a lot showing up. I had the Egyptians come and chase this one unit and shoot it up, and drive by here and shoot it up. But, you know, it's really, it's not a game that generally seems to have really big dramatic engagements. Especially with the chariots, they just pass by and try to shoot up a unit or shoot up a couple of units if they can. But there's not a lot you're going to see. I've got a couple of counters left here. One's the momentum, which is unlikely to do anything. The other's the Pharaoh, who has a few units that I could get a few more shots in, but it's just not going to be anything, you know, there's no major clash going on that I really want to see what the end is for here. It is interesting looking at how the chariots work in the game system. I really do like the fluid, you know, flyby shootings and such not that's involved in them, and I'm looking forward to doing some more of them. I have one hell of a tremendous headache right now, though. So I'm going to just load this one up.